administration of justice in his courtroom was murdered.
But first, a tragic shooting near the Capitol today.
Imagine a scenario where a convicted individual, faced with the imminent threat of prison, takes everyone's life in court to avoid punishment. It's a tale that unfolds like a suspenseful thriller, and we're here to unravel the shocking details. The story of Brian Nichols, who did all these horrendous things. Before we begin, like and subscribe, or else this prisoner will appear at your window tonight. Brian Gene Nichols, born on December 10, 1971, gained notoriety as an accused rapist and convicted murderer due to the events that unfolded at the Fulton County Courthouse in Atlanta, Georgia on March 11, 2005.
Even though you may not like Mr. Nichols, let's give a fair trial to everybody. Let's let them continue to be innocent until proven guilty. Let's give everybody a jury trial if they wanted it, and that's what Mr. Nichols wanted, and that's what he got.
Nichols was facing a rape trial when he managed to escape custody, triggering a violent killing spree that shocked the nation. During his escape, Nichols brutally murdered the judge overseeing his trial, a court reporter, a Fulton County Sheriff's deputy, and later an ICE special agent. The incident sparked a massive manhunt in the metropolitan Atlanta area, ultimately leading to Nichols' apprehension after a tense 26-hour search. Charged with committing a staggering 54 crimes during his escape, Nichols faced a comprehensive legal battle. On November 7, 2008, he was found guilty on all counts, and the court subsequently sentenced him to life in prison.
Do not ever trust him again, because there's been ample evidence that trusting Mr. Nichols will get you killed.
The horrifying events surrounding Brian Gene Nichols serve as a chilling reminder of the complexities and challenges within the criminal justice system. He came from a middle-class family in Baltimore, Maryland, and went to Cardinal Gibbons School. He later went to Kutztown University of Pennsylvania from 1989 to 1990, where he played football but was known for getting into trouble. Nichols didn't finish college and moved to Georgia in 1995, working for Hewlett-Packard and UPS. Trouble found him again when he got arrested for raping, kidnapping, and assaulting his ex-girlfriend, after discovering she was dating a minister from their shared church. The first trial didn't work out, ending in a mistrial with a jury that couldn't decide. While waiting for a second trial, Nichols' friends and family worried he might try to escape, especially because he had talked about it with a friend. On March 11, 2005, he did something really bad at the Fulton County Courthouse. He took a gun from Sheriff Deputy Cynthia Hall, hurt her badly, and changed into regular clothes he had brought for his trial. He then held some people hostage, including case managers Susan Christie and Gina Clark Thomas, and lawyer David Allman. A police officer, Sergeant Grantley White, tried to stop him but couldn't, so he had to handcuff the others. Nichols went into the courtroom and shot and killed the judge, Barnes, and the court reporter, Julianne Brandow. While escaping, he also shot and killed Sergeant Hoyt Teasley. During his escape, Nichols stole different cars, and his face was shown on a TV show called America's Most Wanted as the police searched for him. They even announced a reward of $65,000 for information leading to his arrest. Nichols tried to kidnap a young woman walking home from the gym, but her boyfriend defended her, and Nichols ran away after hearing her call 911. Later that day, he shot and killed ICE Special Agent David G. Wilhelm, taking his badge, gun, and pickup truck. It was a really scary time, and many people were afraid. A young woman named Ashley Smith called 911 and told the police that he was at her apartment in Duluth, Georgia. The police came, and Nichols gave up. The police found some stolen guns and the wallet of Special Agent Wilhelm in the apartment. The stolen truck was found about 2 miles away. Ashley Smith explained to the police that Nichols had come to her apartment on March 12th and kept her there for 7 hours with a gun. She told them she gave him methamphetamine and read parts of a book called The Purpose-Driven Life to him. She tried to convince him to surrender by sharing her own tough experiences, like her husband's death and a scar she got in a car crash while on drugs. After making pancakes for Nichols, he let Ashley Smith go to see her daughter, and that's when she called the police. For helping catch Nichols, she got reward money. The police took Nichols to an FBI office and then to an Atlanta police station, where he admitted to everything on video, explaining in detail what he did. On May 5, 2005, Brian G. Nichols was formally accused of 54 crimes, including murder, kidnapping, robbery, assault, and more. The charges came from a grand jury in Fulton County. At first, Nichols said he was not guilty, and his lawyers wanted to defend him by saying he had mental health issues. The district attorney wanted the death penalty for Nichols, making him the most expensive defendant in Georgia, with the case costing over $3 million for both sides. The trial was supposed to start in July in the same courtroom where the crimes happened, but it had to be moved to a different location because it was thought to be fairer. While waiting for the trial, Nichols was caught planning another escape and was moved to a different jail. The trial finally began on September 22, 2008, and Nichols pleaded not guilty because of insanity. During the trial, the prosecutors tried to show that Nichols wasn't mentally unstable by playing audio recordings of the murders. Witnesses said he didn't show signs of mental illness before. Nichols did admit to the shootings in a statement to the police, but he said he shot ICE Special Agent Wilhelm because Wilhelm pointed a gun at him. However, the evidence showed Wilhelm was shot while kneeling and had injuries suggesting he wasn't holding a gun. During the trial, Nichols' lawyers said he was not in his right mind and shouldn't be held responsible for what he did. They argued that he had shown signs of being really sad and thinking about suicide after breaking up with his girlfriend. One of Nichols' lawyers from his previous trial for rape said that Nichols thought his ex-girlfriend still loved him, even though she had been hurt by what he did to her, and wouldn't testify against him. Experts in psychology said Nichols had a tough childhood with an abusive father who used drugs. They also mentioned that Nichols started using drugs because of his father's influence. The defense team showed college papers written by Nichols where he believed in a conspiracy theory that white people were trying to get rid of the black race. After thinking about it for 12 hours over 2 days, the jury decided on November 7, 2008, that Nichols was guilty of all 54 charges. On December 13, 2008, Nichols got multiple life sentences with no chance of parole. The judge, Bodiford, gave him the maximum punishment for each charge, one after the other.
He's in a cell that stretches this far. That's it. He doesn't have to get out of his bed to reach to the other side. He cannot even exercise on the floor. He can't lay down and exercise. He gets out 3 times a week for a shower. That's his life for the rest of his life.
Even though the jury couldn't agree on giving him the death penalty, as required by Georgia law, Nichols still got a severe punishment. The judge said he would have given more if he could have. Now Nichols is in prison at the Georgia Diagnostic and Classification State Prison. The families of the victims sued Fulton County in civil court. Judge Barnes's widow won $5.2 million in her lawsuit. The county commissioners agreed to pay $5 million to Julianne Brandau's daughter, Christina Schulte, who also filed a lawsuit. Ashley Smith, the brave woman who faced the terrifying ordeal with Brian G. Nichols, shared her extraordinary story in a book titled Unlikely Angel: The Untold Story of the Atlanta Hostage Hero. In this compelling narrative, Smith delves into the harrowing details of her 7-hour hostage situation, recounting the emotional and psychological challenges she confronted during that fateful encounter. It goes beyond the headlines, providing a personal perspective on the fear, resilience, and unexpected connection that transpired between captor and captive. It not only explores the intense moments of the hostage situation, but also delves into Smith's own struggles and triumphs, adding a layer of complexity to her character. Through her words, readers gain insight into the emotional turmoil she experienced, her attempts to humanize Nichols, and the surprising turn of events that ultimately led to his surrender. This powerful memoir offers a glimpse into the aftermath of the ordeal, detailing Smith's journey toward healing and recovery. It explores the impact of trauma on her life and the profound lessons she gleaned from the experience, transforming her into an unlikely angel, a symbol of strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. The compelling narrative of Unlikely Angel captivated audiences and resonated so deeply that it was later adapted into the film Captive in 2015. The movie, starring David Oyelowo as Brian G. Nichols, brings Ashley Smith's courageous story to the silver screen, allowing a wider audience to witness the complexities of the human spirit in crisis. Having just witnessed the shocking twists in the courtroom, you won't want to miss the intense emotions on the last day of Prisoners on Death Row. Click now for an unfiltered glimpse into the final hours that will leave you on the edge of your seat.